Hello, would you like to be pain-free from your hips to your feet with only a little work? Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to show you one fascia rolling massage and 2 exercises, and at the end, a point to press on that will not only free your hip and knees from pain, but also your back. Ina's going to demonstrate the exercise, and I'm going to guide her. Please join us in the exercise. Let's start with the rolling massage. Take our mini roller or something of similar shape, a small spray can maybe, but you should wrap something around it. We'll show you the right side. Step on it with your toes, Ina. And now walk your toes along the roller, not too fast. Take it slowly, centimeter by centimeter. The heel stays on the floor, and you slide along the floor with as much pressure as possible. Heel stays down and roll along the roller. You at home too, with a lot of intensity, build up a lot of pressure. Yeah, that was the right sound that came out of you. Sounded like a 10 to me. Further across the roller, don't lift your heel. Keep it on the floor to give you stability. The moment you arrive mid-foot, turn your knees slightly inside, and you'll notice it rolling over the inward edge of your foot. Makes you feel a lot more, you at home too, right? It's good to have something a bit softer. In case you don't have our rollers yet, click up there to find all the information, or you can buy our set in case you haven't done so yet. And further across the roller, now it's time for the switch. Now you lift your heel, land on your toes, and apply a lot of pressure. And slowly roll across the heel. Great, a lot of pressure, millimeter by millimeter. More, and you're approaching the edge of your heel. Be careful not to slip off. Further, roll further, and get off the roller. And we're moving on right away. So sit down at the end of the mat, and now we pick up where you just left off using the Midi foam roller this time. Put a lot of weight on it. The idea is to pick up the fluid that you got moving before and push it further up your leg. Right. Move forward with your leg. Centimeter by centimeter. Visualize some cookie dough you're rolling out, a big chunk of dough. Further up your leg. Put the other foot on top of your leg to increase the pressure, especially in your calf where a lot of waste gets accumulated. We roll it out to get things moving, and here in the back, we make room for the capillary fluids to trickle in and make the fascia moist and flexible. And now you're passing your knee. Not too slow, don't stop. Maybe on spots that are very sensitive, you might rest for a second. But other than that, roll in one go. You're approaching your thighs. Great. Keep going. Your legs should be straight, so you're rolling along your thigh muscles. Great. Keep on moving. You at home, do the same, please. It's a join in the action video, so you at home can benefit from it. All the way to your buttocks, even a little further. And slowly get off the roller. So, now we're going to stand up and position the roller in front of you. Take the Maxi foam roller. It just happened to be right here. You could also take a chair or a footstool and step on the Midi roller or something of similar shape, a stack of books maybe. Okay, yes. So now you lean over so you can find a stable position. Your knees are completely locked, completely knocked. Lock them, and then bend over with your knees locked. And now you have a wonderful stretch in your calves because your feet are up and also in the back of your legs. Now increase the stretch. Great. Work your way into this stretch and more. Arch your back up a bit so your back stays arched. And be careful not to round your back, but keep it arched so that the stretch directly affects the back of your legs, and there should be some real discomfort in the hollow of your knees, but only up to 10 on your personal pain scale, not more. More than 8, but less than 10, that's the range for an optimal effect. And now, slowly leave the position, and we're going to lie down on our stomachs. You'll be needing your stretching strap or a belt and your Midi roller now. Ina, please lie on your stomach, slide the Midi roller under your knees, and at the same time, sling your feet into the stretching strap. You at home, please send us some comments on how that feels for you. Give us some feedback on this exercise. So, Ina's got her feet in the strap or in a belt or whatever you can use at home in case you don't have our stretching strap. By the way, click up there for info on our stretching strap. Now, stop. Now, very important, make sure that your groin touches the mat. I'm pushing your lower back down a bit. Groin has to stay down. And only after making sure that your groin is down, you start slowly pulling on your strap. Your feet, that is. Slowly. And place the strap loop on your forefoot because you're not only opening up your thigh, but also this line here because we want to dial down tensions from your hips down to your feet so your pain will just melt away. And now slowly pull your feet to your back. But that's not the main part of the exercise. The main part is to keep the groin down. And believe me, you're going to be amazed at how much that relaxes your legs. You're going to feel wonderful in a minute. I promise you. You do that for 2.5 minutes. Pull more. But what's the important part, Ina? Correct. The groin has to stay down on the mat. Not your pelvis necessarily, but your groin. Then slowly leave the position. So now we did the fascia rolling massage and the 2 exercises, and now we're going to use our osteopressure technique. And as I promised, this pressing is going to free up your knees, your hips, and your lower back. And for this exercise, we're going to need the flat top attachment and the base piece. The flat top here and the base piece for easy handling, or something similar in shape, the cork from a wine bottle, something soft. Ina, please lie down on your back. Now we're going to work on a part of the greater thigh muscle that extends the knee, and one part of it also flexes the hip. And that's what we're going to focus on. It's a muscle that can get pretty nasty if it's too short and inflexible, which is the case in most people. Inflexible and stressed out. But for now, find your iliac spine, the bone sticking out from your hip in the front. Where is it? This is the edge of your pelvis. Move forward a bit. Run your finger along the edge of your pelvis, and you'll hit upon that bone, the iliac spine. And there, you slide your finger a tad towards your crotch. 1 or 2 centimeters, roughly. Inside and down, and feel with your fingers if you could feel a little bump under your skin. It might even be a bit tender already. You've got it? And this is where you put our flat top. Straight from above, very carefully, and apply the necessary pressure. Tell me your number? 8. You can crank it up a bit. Ina, how is it? So, let's switch sides, and what are we looking for? Exactly, the iliac spine. Feel for it and move down and inside a bit, looking for that little bump. Ina's found it already. She's a real pro and knows her way around. You at home have to practice a bit since you're doing it for the first time. By the way, for info on our Osteopressure toolset with 9 attachments, the cone for the floor and the wall, the base piece, all high-quality items, click up there on the info box and find out more. Great. Dial down the tension. Use your breathing. When you breathe in, hold the position, and on your exhale, actively try to lower the tension a bit more, and then take the tool off. Great. That was our exercise routine for pain-free feet, knees, all the way to the hips. I hope you've liked our exercises. And subscribe to our channel in case you haven't done so already. Click on subscribe. Activate the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. And please, send us comments. Start a dialogue with us. And if you like what we're doing here, a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. So go and make me happy and give us a thumbs up. Go for it.